William Tell. Hi. What's with the button down there? What's that do? Hmm? Makes the whole wall appear and disappear? It makes these two switch places. This affects the whole lift. These are also manual lifts. I assume that the timer on the lift is meant to make me not have time enough to do something somewhere else. Oh, hey, blue one. Okay. So you need blue to solve the puzzle. Where's X? In there? Right. I guess I could just say restart. Yeah. We probably want this to go up. Come back. Oops, why did I do that? There we go. Oh, you could also come down this way. Wait, what's stopping me from just going through here? Exactly? Hang on a minute. What is stopping me? Nope. But wrong button. TF. Right. Gotta jump off together. I mean, I guess you do have to have the blue, right? So blue has to somehow go through. Oh, there's something up there. Okay. Yeah, there's still a barrier blocking the blue from going that way, so this whole thing's invalid. And you can't... No. That was a mistake. I kind of got it in my head that you could do the weird phase through walls trick while holding a ball, but of course you can't, because that would like undo all puzzles, more or less. Do I basically have to take a blue and throw it over here? That gives you access to there. This gives you access to those bars. Which means you can throw the red through there. I just don't know why I'd do that yet. Why am I charging it up, I guess? Oh, I did all the controls wrong there. Reset. Alright, so T, V. I keep pressing R. It's right in there with all the other buttons you have. It does give me access to the back side of the barrier, but does that... That doesn't matter, does it? Because doesn't that over there the exit or something? Right, that's the exit of the level. So who cares, I guess? But why are those two sides of the level conjoined? Why link up that side of the level with this side of the level if that's just the exit? That's just the end of the whole sequence? Like, I don't understand why that part of the level exists. I guess when I see a pathway like that, I think it's part of the solution or somehow part of the puzzle in some way, so I try to figure out its purpose. But then I look around it and I'm like, no, this is just like a weird, pointless dead end, and I don't know why it exists. So right now what I gotta solve is how do I get this blue out of this room? It seems like you'd have to do it via... via the fact that you can access this, right? But I can't press this button, can I? No. But the issue there is the moment that I switch this, this is blocked. And so I can go all the way around and go do stuff, but I can't switch back to reopen this door, right? I need him to get the blue. And you can't jump over it. They made a point of that. Yeah, all I need is for this door to be open. Because if I have the clone in there, he can throw it to me and I can throw it past the bars, and then it's where you need to be to solve the puzzle. So the real puzzle, I guess, is how do I get this door to be open or not at the right time? And there's also just is a red orb. I'm not really sure why. Not yet. And I'm not entirely sure why the level's called William Tell. William Tell was the inventor of the telephone, right? How crazy would it be if I could do a crazy trick shot that just bounces it straight at me? That'd be incredible. It's really hard to aim. Yeah, not quite. Hi. How do you do, sir? I can't think of a way to press this button without just trapping yourself back down here again. When one of them has to be up there and one of them has to be there. So like that one's gonna go up in 7 seconds. So can't I just go in here, go in here, grab this ball, and then just try to throw it at the right time? In the corner, probably? Seven seconds. Hope it works out. I can always just try again via rewind. Shit. It's still up there, right? God, I assume so, because I don't see it anywhere. Where the fuck did it go? It must still be just mid-height. But the problem here is, yes, you get trapped in here. Yeah, my plans are bad. I've got this. I can do this. I believe in myself. Wow, it... It fucking worked. It fucking worked. That is so not the solution. The robot must place the ball on its head? What does that mean? What is... Wait, I don't even understand what he just said. What does he mean? Oh no, the next one's not William Tell. That's more? What? Ah! What happened this time? Is it... Wait, is William Tell the guy that... Is William Tell the guy with the apple that gets shot off his head? I don't remember who William... I'm just gonna fucking Google it right now. William... Oops. So I can stop being silly. Oh yeah. Folk hero of Switzerland, according to legend, Tell was a expert marksman with a crossbow who assassinated Albrecht Gessler, tyrannical reeve of Habsburg, duke positioned in Altdorf in the canton of Uri. Yeah, the first image that you get is the little blonde kid with an arrow on their head. And yeah. Okay, so William Tell's the arrow. Okay, I would have gotten the reference. I would have maybe gotten what they were going for if I knew what they were talking about when they said William Tell. Now I know. The wall's gone. That's interesting. So once again, Glass shows up and fucks everything up. But now maybe I can try to do what I tried to do before. Maybe this is where my plan comes into play, where you use the two people. Maybe. I pretty much just need this to be timed correctly. Good. Alright. Wait. Oh, right. Dropped it a few times. Thank goodness for the fact that you can throw while frozen. Alright. Zip. Wow. Wow. Come on down to the me place where I am me. Ta-da! This one's even easier, because it's literally the solution I had already tried to do, but it wasn't working. Haha! Really? Minimal change for maximum different reality. What a thing to say. We got this idea while thinking of the previous one, he says, while looking at a virtually identical level where they removed one wall. So this level's done. Can I click up here to do it? I can. So key classic, space 1 and 2, twins 1 and 2, lifts, exploration. Do I have access to... Oh, I have access to lifts 2. Slow-mo. Oh, and I can also leave if I want to. But I don't really want to. Oh, also I haven't played those levels yet, apparently. Whoops. Almost there. So a couple more key tricks, all of slow-mo, all of lifts. And there's a bit more going on there, too. Alright. Already we'll all hold on. That shit, that song's called Float On, isn't it? Ah. If we beat this, it counts towards the majority principle. So it affects our score of whether or not we are intelligent, but it's actually not part of the test intentionally because it violates the rules, I guess? I'm guessing this place is so fucking hard that you're not even supposed to be able to beat it or something by their standards, you know, their fake alien fictional character standards. So it's like, it's extra credit, essentially. Alright. Alright, so there's 3 lifts on this side that all have symbols. This one has a button, which is the button for itself. This one has a button, which is the button for the next one. Hit. Hit. That was the button for the next one. I can't see it. That's the button for that one. Wait. What's this the button for? At the end up there? Oh, that's the button for this one. The smaller one. Okay. Okay, so this one's in a hole. Everything's 10 seconds, so you have to press the buttons in the order that you want them to go up in. So go up there. First of all, pressing that button to waste 10 seconds. Press that button to get there, that button to get there. That's like a 30-second sequence, all to get to that button, which opens this one. So I need a system where at the end of that 30-second sequence, I can be up here, is the issue. That is el problemo. You give me a bit of a possibility there. Yeah. Huh. They were very careful not to give me any weird wall textures to jump onto. You're triggered by that button. There's a trick here, and you have to do the trick more than once, because you have to somehow get up each lift. But going up each lift is itself like a 10-second process. How tall is this lift? 3 squares? I think you can jump approximately 1.5 squares if you're really lucky. But pausing it in the right period, where that's possible is difficult. It might be possible to get both of those elevators stuck halfway up and down. This button's for here, right? Yeah. So I feel like the puzzle starts here. I feel like this is just to let you I feel like this lift exists, I think, only so you can get up here, so you can look at it. I feel like this pit lift is not part of the puzzle. I think it's just here so that you can get up here and look around, because it's in a pit that just makes it a giant pain in the ass. And it's not only in a pit, but you have to activate it via itself. So it's like the moment you're in there, the 10-minute window that the entire puzzle likely takes place during is already failed. So, I'm curious. Let's pause time. Click. Just gonna let that sit for a bit. Let's see if I can get clever at all with this. Is this doable? Not exactly, is it? That probably doesn't work. Not quite. That's about as half as you're gonna get. So no, you can't do 1.5 squares, I don't think. I was playing with the idea of what if I could jump on these when they're halfway down. Because then I could jump up there and press that button, then go up there and then go up there, all while they're each halfway down. And then I could just ride this one back up as it goes back up, because the sequence would be so easy at that point. I'd say that's probably a mistake. If I'm going to do this, I think instead what I want to do is reset it midway through the sequence. So have it be almost ready to go back up. Press this one. I can repress it, and it'll go back down again. Ta-da! I think that's a relatively acceptable solution. I can just keep pressing it again. Every single time. I'm gonna try to sit around the 5-second mark so I have some margin for error. But the pausing really helps. I think I basically solved it, right? Or at least I think I came up with what the trick is, as I was referring to before. Now you're down. That was a weird way to phrase that. Anyway. Ta-da! Alright. I feel good about that solution. A not completely non-linear level, huh? Alright, underground. No, I don't want to hear that. Oh, God, I don't want to be in the lift levels anymore. This is the specific type of level of this in this game that I'm like, I'm just drained when I try to do them. What the fuck am I looking at? Alright. I think it's the lack of visual dynamism or whatever you want to call it. Like in Portal, it'll be like, here is a portal, and here's a platform, and here's a spring, and here's a turret, and like all those disparate elements work together for a puzzle. But this one is just button, elevator, button, elevator, button, elevator, and you have to parse what the symbols are for each combination and try to hold all of it in your head long enough to solve what is apparently a 36-step puzzle. And that's... There's people who like that kind of stuff. They're the people who like Sudoku and Rubik's Cubes and the whole side of puzzles that I'm not super fond of. Whereas I'm more into like, oh my god, this is a 30-second elevator. I'm more into Portal or The Room or The Witness, where you're drawn a line. Is this the final? I almost want like a overview camera angle so I can see everything. I guess my best chance was when I was walking on top of that wall. Not the best chance, necessarily. Or is that the exit? Wait, that's the exit. What do you... Oh, you open that door, don't you? Yep. And then you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I feel like this might be part of the puzzle somehow. No, it can't. No. No, this wouldn't be part of the puzzle, because if you're high enough to be on top of the wall there, then you're high enough, you can just run down anyway. This doesn't give you access to anything. It's just a divider, so you can't, once you go down there, you can't go back up there. That is a button. Okay. God, please tell me they're wrong about the button press count they said. So that opens itself, that opens itself. That opens that one? Fuck. These open the opposites of each other, and oh, they're all 30 seconds. Oops. Every single one. Oh boy. Okay. Are you also 30 seconds, I assume? Yep. Okay, so these are the slowest lifts ever. Is the suggestion that you need them to be 30 seconds long in order to succeed? So you're basically setting up a relatively complicated sequence. Like just to set up the beginnings of how you have to deal with some of this stuff. You have to press that kind of button first. No. I've done it all wrong already. Oh, these lifts are hard for me. Alright. So if I want to get back up there, for example, I have to press that button. But I have to press that button last. Because I have to first come down here and get set up to do everything else, so I can get up there to get up that button when it's ready. I will ride that one up to get there, but I have to ride this one up to press the button in the first place, so I would press this button first. Wait for like 10 seconds. Oops. So that's the sequence you need just to climb these stairs, and that might be the only way to do that. Probably. We don't have any orbs or weird tricks sitting around with us right now. Okay. And this button gets me up there. I assume the button up there, which I can't fucking see, is probably that. There's no other buttons anywhere. So press that button. Oh, Jesus. This is a long sequence. I might have to just write it down, basically. I'll have to press that button to get this up, but then the next complication is that I have to be ready with a sequence for getting up all of this stuff. Like, I essentially have to have pre-primed my exit, so that it'll go off in the time, So first we press this button, that goes down, we wait for a while, But I also need to get that button pressed so that I can then climb up that to get to there in time for it to go up, then press that button. Then after I press that button, I have to go up this staircase, which means I have to have had my sequence primed already. And I have to offset all of these steps by 30 seconds each, and also account for the order in which they're doable. I'm trying to think, is this better to try to write down, or just try to feel out? Because I don't... It's more variables than I can hold on to at once, to an extent. Fuck it, right? So whatever happens, I do have to press that elevator first before I press this button, because they're all 30 seconds. So I have to have my way up ready first. So before I even leave, I have to press that. Oh, Jesus. So I press that elevator to set it up to go up, but then I have to also have this sequence primed so that I can get back up the staircase, and I have to get back up the staircase and press this button before the button I press to make the elevator go down actually makes it go down, which means I have to actually go down the staircase, prime it for coming back up, then go down, press that button, ride it up, press this button, and then I think prime this to take me back up again, but then go over there, ride that up, because it should just then be finishing up, then ride that up, press that button, then, okay. That's the sequence, right? I need to write the shit down. So I'm gonna call that entire sequence there prime, because it's the same sequence every time. You're gonna be final. You're final. I'm gonna call you big. And I'm gonna call you N. So N, big, prime, final. So our steps are prime, then press big. You have to press it first. Press big, then ride prime, press N, ride you can't ride big. You have to prime again. Then after you prime, you ride big. And then you... I'm gonna be here for the fucking eternity. Then ride N. Then press final. I'm running out of space because I wrote way too big because I didn't account for how many steps there were. Ride prime, and then ride final. This is the worst thing to watch ever, but it's what it's me solving puzzles, you fucks. You all signed up for this. God, why can't he just solve everything faster and smarter and shit? Let's all pray on the fact that he makes himself vulnerable to criticism by showing himself solving puzzles for real instead of doing walkthroughs for it all. And then just fucking lay into him. It's great. It's so fun. So first we do the prime, which in itself is a long-ass sequence. I don't think I need to write that down, though. I more or less had it. I just need to remember it. And the good news is, if I do this all fast enough, with lots of frequent pausing, I have a huge margin of error for some of the stuff, and I can rewind to fix individual parts of the puzzle instead of starting all the way over. I'm gonna restart just because my time will be a little better, and I'll feel a little better about myself. Shajoosh. Why did I do that? I can just... This first prime's the easy one, because I can just I can press this button. No, I can't, because I have to press that one, too. Shit. because I have to be down here. Okay, so... dupe. Three seconds. I'll give myself 3 seconds. Because I need to give myself more time than I have. Oh, right. Starting these sequences. It does take a long time. Oh, shit. I'm gonna press N and then prime? How am I gonna do that? How am I going to do that? I'll do it by the fact that it's not... I've already done it wrong, by the way. I forgot I need to press this. Yeah, my written instructions aren't actually as useful as I hoped. Not in their entirety, because... Oh Jesus, how is this gonna work? Because you can't prime separately. You have to do other stuff while you're priming. Crap. R is just right there with all the other buttons. Right in the middle of all the ones that you are more likely to be using all the time. I may have made a mistake already. No, we have a little more time. How tall are these? Tall-ish. But I might be able to jump from that to that. So having them set at the same time might not be unacceptable. That might be what I have to do. No. Get back up there. I need to have these not be literally set at the same time as each other. Hopefully. My written instructions were not entirely necessary, but I think writing them was helpful for visualizing what the fuck is happening. My takeaway is that they might be dead wrong about the number of elevator presses you need to solve this puzzle. Dun 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 dun. You fucks. Somebody counted. I don't feel like it. I don't think that was 36 though. I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than the aliens. Jesus.